Hi, this is Mark from Sound Matters, and today I'm going to show you how to clean vinyl records using the Spin Clean record washer. Spin Clean record washer is a really simple but effective way to batch clean multiple records in one sitting. It's also been going a very long time. It's been manufactured and hand assembled in the USA since 1975. So for many years now, this has been a very reliable unit and relatively cost-effective way for record collectors to clean multiple records in one sitting. So assembling the unit is actually really simple. So first of all, we're going to remove this lid. That simply stops any debris from entering the unit. Once that's removed, you'll see within the unit it's simply a basin, and then inside here are several notches for the rollers. So these are the rollers themselves. This is what's going to hold your record in place. And there are several different notches because it's for different size records. So over on the far side here are for 12-inch LPs. The next slot over is for a 10-inch record, and the final slot simply being for 7-inch 45 singles. We're going to be cleaning a 12-inch LP today, so I'm going to put that back over here. The next piece to assemble is the clean pads that do the heavy lifting in terms of the cleaning. So they're really easy to just slot into each of these slots here that you can see in the middle of the basin. First one slotted in there, and the second one in the same way like so. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do after it's assembled is to fill the basin with distilled water. The reason why distilled water is important is because it doesn't have the impurities in the same way that tap water will do, particularly if you live in a hard water area like I do that has a lot of lime scale in the water. So you'll see that there's a maximum line level here within the basin, and all we're going to do is take a bottle of distilled water here, and we're going to fill the unit up to that line. It's useful to fill either side and then top up as it sort of absorbs a little bit into the pads. You can see there that's pretty much on the line. The next thing we're going to do here is take the fluid that's supplied with this kit in particular as a 4-ounce bottle. There is a larger system whereby they do give you a larger refill bottle as well. For this particular size of bottle, as per the instructions, we're going to put 3 capfuls of the fluid in over, slight spillage there, but that's okay, over the cleaning pads here. So 2 capfuls over the cleaning pads, and the final one here, there. So what this is going to do, the cleaning fluid, is essentially it's going to help drag the particles that may be within your record, your dirty records, down to the bottom of the basin. So it's going to help extract them from the records as they go through the brushes and put it down to the bottom of the basin. Quite handily, the basin is bright yellow, which enables you to just sort of see, for reassurance, I suppose, that the dirt gathers at the bottom of the basin. So it's quite clever in that it just pulls everything right down. Okay, so I've been to the record store and purchased a batch of used records. That would be a really nice test to see how this unit performs. Obviously, you always want to clean used records because there's years of other people's grime and fingerprints and goodness knows what on there. So we want to clean those before we play them. So this should be a really nice test of how this unit performs. First up is I'm going to try this copy of Bloody Tourists by 10cc, and you want to clean the unit as so. So we're going to put the record in like this, so it slots in nicely, and simply what we're going to do is turn the record 3 times as per the instructions clockwise, and then again 3 times counterclockwise. A lot of people worry a little bit about the label through this process, but as you can see quite clearly, the fluid isn't actually getting on the label at all. If it does, again, it's not really a problem. It won't harm the label in any way. It simply just you can wipe it off. It's not a problem. So that's 2 times. One more time. We're actually cleaning both sides of the record at once, of course, which is great because there's pads on both sides. Makes much lighter work of cleaning multiple records in one sitting. So that's been turned around 3 times clockwise. I'm now going to go 3 times counterclockwise. You can really feel the brushes getting into the grooves. You can do more than 3 times if it's a particularly dirty record, but the minimum that is recommended by Spin Clean is 3 times. And that's 3 times done. I'm now going to slowly and carefully remove the record so that we can dry it. Supplied with the unit are these special cleaning or drying cloths rather. What we're going to do is go and dry the record. We're simply going round here with this cloth in the direction of the grooves. Should mention actually that you should also, as per the instructions, pre-wash these cloths before using them the first time. Enables them to be more absorbent and fluffier, so just more effective at drying each record. It's quite, just from the angle that I'm at, it's a little tricky to hold the record in front of the camera, but you get the idea. Going with the grooves rather than against the grooves. Obviously we don't want to drag any particles across the record and create any scratches there, just minimise that risk. So with that nicely dried with the supplied special cloths, I'm going to allow that to air dry. Now what I've actually purchased here is a toast rack, but as long as we're nice and gentle here, we can line up several records just to air dry a little bit more, make sure that they're fully dry before they go into our sleeves. Once they are fully dry, you want to put them in a nice new sleeve. I particularly like the MoFi anti-static sleeves here. These are great, so obviously once you clean the record, you want to make sure it goes into a nice clean sleeve so you're not recontaminating the record with any dust and dirt and so forth. And it will also remind you that you have cleaned that particular record as well. So once you're finished cleaning your records, you want to remove the brushes from the unit. You want to thoroughly rinse them with warm water and press out any excess fluid. After that, you want to leave the brushes to dry on top of the unit. Obviously, you want to drain the unit of fluid as well, as we don't want to be leaving that grubby fluid within inside the basin. Been really impressed with this unit actually. So something that whenever I buy a batch of used records from the record store, if I want to clean multiple records at once, I think it's a fantastic way to do that in an affordable way. If you'd like to hear audio samples, you can head over to the link in the description below over at the Sound Matters website, where you can hear some before and after samples of how this unit performed.